we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the Browns sideline, you see Kevin Stefanski. His guys winners a week ago in London, so they're right back at it this week. He's seen the football quite a bit here in this first half. Such an integral part of this offense. We'll start this next drive, 1st and 10. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. Once again, it's Sanders. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
At the 33-yard line.
Look there at the first quarter numbers, and now trying to add to those as this next drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. Finding space inside the 40. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 19-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run the toss here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the handoff, this is Sanders. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run here with Sanders. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
3-yard loss on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 4th down, Pickett. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal. Here's Sanders. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Was the workhorse on that last drive, wound up finishing things off with a touchdown run. He and his guys will start anew, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running is Sanders. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good.
1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Sanders. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Pistol snap back to Pickett.
46-yard line.
Here's a screen now for Sanders. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to number 26.
This is 3rd and 6.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun is Pickett. Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession.
And they should
see the numbers here in the first half, and now time to build on those as this drive begins with 1st down. On 1st down, Pickett. He's got a man. That's Treylon Burks. Pickett playing with some tempo here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll work this out wide for Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Pickett now on play action. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go play action with Pickett. That's complete. It's Sanders. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Now give to Sanders, heading right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
26.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
And 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Riggs! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Go!
To throw, Pickett. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Check smash! Lightning 18!
Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Treylon Burks, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll try it now with Sanders. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes, and you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
The Colts kick is good, and the Browns are back within a score. It's now 17. Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's a handoff to Sanders, running left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 10. Pickett to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down,
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's got room to roam to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. Now it is 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's a run. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Sanders. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Browns offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
This one in the win column for the Steelers. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere and walk out of here with a well-deserved victory.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Traffic light. I blink twice, then I tell them.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football. On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, set.
A run, it's Sanders. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run right here with Sanders. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game,
was responsible for the first points of the game with that touchdown run on the opening drive, and his guys ready to get back to it. First and 10. On the ground, it's Sanders, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. Jalen Phillips in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
A second down throw for Pickett. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's Pickett now. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 60 on the year.
well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly
Browns offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Whoa! And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
It's 3rd and 4. Pickett. He'll look middle, and he's got his man on that one. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Sanders. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
Has some room inside the 30. So close to taking it all the way. They bring him down to 2, but it's first and goal from there. Sanders. Touchdown. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown. He's already gone over the 100-yard mark on the ground in the first half, and he'll hope to add to the totals here as this drive begins with a first and 10.
Ready up!
Straight ahead, it's Sanders. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and a yard. He'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. He's had the most improbable of first halves. The numbers tell the story. Long run after long run, and he's going to try to add to the remarkable start to this game as they begin once more with a first down.
Reload!
On the handoff, this is Sanders. Finding room at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. He is having a performance to remember. There is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10.
On the jump! Check out!
On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Once again, it's Sanders. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a handoff to Sanders. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third.
Back to throw is Pickett. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Fourth down.
The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Here's Sanders. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Fourth and goal, decision time, and they will go for it.
Ready? Take over.
They'll try it now with Sanders. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong.
Ring it. Let's go. Smash, smash.
Now give to Sanders, heading right. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. Finding space at the 15. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Cleveland. Browns offense ready to take over once again. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Come on, go.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's brought down so close to the goal line. Didn't get all the way, but he'll be down at the 1. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is 6-6. So it's a win for the Browns. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort, come away with the victory.
The Browns game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far.
my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Pretty me, back to back. Up. I've been trying to keep it cool with these little. They tried to start it too late. My finger was already on it. Call me Shovel Man. She like the way I pull up and I the 100 times.
I've been dealing, jaded skin till I make my way up. I'm Micah stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a in the police. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Hyper warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homie.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal it's time for football. We've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. On the Browns sideline, you see Kevin Stefanski. His guys are to play after a truly dominating victory a week ago in all phases of the game. The former Heisman Trophy winner. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. One of the Patriots has it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back. 1st and 10. A run. It's Sanders. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Running is Sanders. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Sanders. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now Pickett. They'll try to set up the screen here. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns. First down. A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
On the ground, it's Sanders. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Here's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Third and a long way to go. To throw is Pickett. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. On second down, Sanders are down at 21, a gain of 1. From the gun on third down, here's Pickett. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. This is going to bring up fourth down.
Gain of 16. Brings up.
The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Pickett throwing here on first and 10. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. Straight ahead, it's Sanders. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jabril Peppers up from the safety spot to bring him down.
Brings up second and 9.
Throwing on second down, Pickett. He'll work this out wide for Sanders. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. That one complete to Johnson. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
Johnson. It's a pickup of 6.
On the handoff, this is Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown. Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. Here's a screen now for Sanders. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's Sanders. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Anthony Jennings in for the stop. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Looking underneath, he'll find Sanders. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
From the 33, here's second and 9. Pistol snap back to Pickett. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Third down and 9.
9 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18.
From the gun is Pickett. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now, Pickett. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Sanders. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. That's complete. It's Sanders. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland. Here's a handoff to Sanders. Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the Patriots are going to recover. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Now Sanders. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
22-yard line. A 3-yard gain on it.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. New England going to take their... Browns offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now a run on 1st down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns 1st down. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And with an open date on the schedule next week, you'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time.